I failed with YouTube until I understood this. And if you don't understand this, it will cost you thousands of dollars and so much wasted time. Now, once I started understanding this, I got multiple play buttons, right? Like here, for example, 2 play buttons, then I got a golden play button, so another silver play button. And not only that, I actually ended up making thousands of dollars, as you guys can see here. This was actually $48,000 in one single month, right? Here, $130,000. 26,000 views an hour, right? 1 million views every 48 hours. And all of this is just because I understand one thing, right? And you need to start looking, and what that thing basically is you need to start looking at YouTube as a market, right? Now, every market has 2 things. Every market has supply and demand. YouTube has it too, right? Now, demand is what viewers want to watch, and supply is how much content is there already, okay? So this is very, very, very important to understand, that you need to view YouTube as a market, and a market has supply and demand, okay? Very important to keep this in mind, okay? Most YouTube gurus will never teach you this and just tell you to get into any niche. And this is actually a quite big problem, right? The problem is that there are many niches that are already very fully saturated. Like, for example, the finance niche. Your chances of success in that niche are going to be pretty small, and it will take forever to become successful in a niche like that, right? So you want to make sure that you find a niche. Okay, wait, we're going to get to that, okay? We're going to get to that. Now, firstly, why are you going to fail in these niches? And why is this so important, okay? So now, why is that so? Because there are already many huge established channels, right? And thousands of small ones trying their luck. The market is flooded with videos, and YouTube can only show it to a specific group of people who are interested in those topics, right? So there are only so many people YouTube can actually show the videos to. Now, YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube. This is very important. They want people to stay on YouTube, so they will obviously show them videos, or the audience videos of bigger channels, because they trust those channels already, okay? So if you go into a niche where there are huge channels, you're going to have a pretty hard time competing with them, because YouTube does trust those channels already, right? So it's going to be very hard to compete with them. So instead of going into a super saturated niche where you're going to throw away your money and waste your time, look for smaller niches that have high amounts of views and very small subscriber counts or channels, okay? Now, look at it like this. So if you go into a saturated niche, just imagine this. A town has 6 pizza restaurants, right? Now, this is the best way I can explain it, I think. Now, let's say, for example, this town has 6 pizza restaurants, right? Now, it only has, let's say, 8 people, right, who like pizza. So all of these restaurants won't make that much money, except the one that is the best out of all of these restaurants. So all 8 people will literally go here, and they will make the most amount of money. Okay. Now, if you go into an unsaturated or not saturated niche, the cool thing is, let's say, for example, there's only one pizza restaurant in the town, right? But there are 8 people, and all of these 8 people absolutely love pizza, right? Now, just imagine this pizza restaurant doesn't even create that good of a pizza, but all of these people will still go to this pizza restaurant because they absolutely love pizza. And it's exactly the same, right? If you go into a saturated niche, you need to create extremely, extremely good content to actually beat this already big player that's in that niche. Now, if you go into a non-saturated niche or not saturated niche, no matter how bad your video quality is, you're still gonna get views at the end of the day, right? So it's not just about the video quality, it's also about the niche you go into, right? Now, if you go into niches like this, it will cost you thousands of dollars, right? Now, if you go into niches like this, it will still cost you money, but only hundreds of dollars, okay? Now, how do you actually find niches like that? So step 1, go to your YouTube search bar. Step 2, search for topics in your interest. Step 3, filter to upload date and 4 to 20 minutes, right? This is very important so you don't get like any shorts or anything like that. Step 3, scroll and look if there are any small channels with high views and low amounts of subscribers. Step 5, repeat until you find something interesting. Okay, now if you do this, and I'm going to show you how to do that now, make sure that you actually add the Chrome extension vidIQ to your Chrome browser, because this is actually going to show you the subscribers the channel has. So you can just compare the views to the subscribers. Okay, so you can just compare these two to each other, and then you can see like, hey, okay, this is a small channel with high amounts of views. Now, just very quickly, quick break, we actually have a free community or free course, which goes way more into detail than I do here on YouTube, just because I can have way longer time on there, right? So make sure to check out the link below this video where you can then join the free community and get access to the free course. Just very quickly, I'm not accepting everyone. I'm only accepting people where I see they can be valuable to the group, and they can and they're very serious about it, right? Hope that makes sense. Now, let me actually show you guys quickly how do you do that, or how to do that in what's it called? I don't know what's it called, but what you basically do is, for example, you're interested in Elon Musk, just as an example, Elon Musk, like this. Okay, now obviously I don't have the Chrome extension on my incognito, but what you would do is you would go to upload date, then you go to 4 to 20 minutes. So you see now there are no shorts anymore. What you do now is you literally scroll down here, and with vidIQ, you will usually see the subscriber count here. So you can very fast see, hey, okay, this channel got 70,000 views and it only has 20,000 subscribers, just as an example, right? And then you literally scroll down here and try to find channels that have huge amounts of views and very low subscribers. And that's exactly where you know, like, hey, okay, this might be a possible banger niche, okay? So this is basically how you do the niche research and how you find these niches. Now here are some key factors you can write down and always keep in mind when looking for a niche. These are like if you can find a niche that is exactly like what I'm going to explain to you guys now, you literally have a banger niche, right? Now, this, like, you're not going to get this down to the spot perfectly every single time, but try to get as close to this as possible, okay? So what you want to look for is there are under 5 smaller channels creating content in that niche and are constantly getting more views than they have subscribers. That means there's high demand and low supply, right? Just what I talked about a moment ago, okay? So that's exactly what you'd want to look for. High demand, low supply, because then you can actually post cheaper videos and still make a lot of money, right? Instead of spending thousands of dollars on video creation and needing to wait forever to make money, okay? Then there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers. So it's going to be easier for you to literally blow up your channel, and YouTube's going to push your channel very easily. And not only that, but this just like, if there are many big channels in the niche, there are also many small channels, which will most probably fail. And the next point is there are no smaller channels failing in the niche. Now, you always want to look at this, and most people skip this, although this is actually one of the most important points, because if there are hundreds of other small channels failing, your chances of failing is also really, really big, right? Now, you want to look at that the niche is not older than 6 months. This ties to this as well, to these two, right? So you just have a look that the niche is not older than 6 months. Then you want to be happy with the amount that niche can make you. Now, how you calculate that is basically you take the total amount of views that channel gets monthly. So you take views, right, divided by 1,000. How do I write here? Views divided by 1,000, and then times $5, which is the average RPM on YouTube. And then you basically get the amount, and you can decide like, hey, is that enough for me or not? Okay. Then you want to make sure you can create better content than your competitors. And not only that, you can also create longer content than your competitors. Because in the end of the day, YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube. And if people watch your videos for longer, YouTube is going to push your video way more than the videos of your competitors, okay? Then, am I actually interested in the niche? Not a must, as long as you build a team that has interest in the niche, okay? So, and then lastly, is the niche monetizable? This is really important, otherwise you're not going to make money. For that, you can simply install the NextLev Chrome extension. And this is then actually going to show you if a channel is monetized or not. Okay, so you can just install this, and this is actually going to help you see if a channel is monetized. This tool isn't anyway very cool, so you can always check that out. But yeah, so the most important thing is just not going in any niche, but making sure that the niche you go into is as close to this as just possible. And once it's as close to this as possible, YouTube is going to push you almost no matter what, okay? So make sure you go into niches where there's high demand and very low supply, okay? So this is basically it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. And just remember, if you're interested and you're very serious about YouTube automation, check out the free community. There will be a link below, and I'll see you in there, or I'll see you in the next video.